Today I'm making a video about retro games in VR. So I've taken a few games that I've gotten to work that has VR mods, so that you can play them pretty well in VR. And I'm pretty impressed actually. I've tried some of them a few times before. There's Doom, the Quake, both Doom 1 and 2, Heretic. I haven't tried that one yet, but we'll see. Wolfenstein 3D and Quake 2. Doom 3 also has a VR version, but it was one of the first games that got a good VR mod for it, so people know it pretty well. So I'm not going to show that one. Also, Duke Nukem and Half-Life does have VR mods, but they do not seem to be working fully. But there are videos about those also you can find if you want. There seems to be some upgrade to Oculus Rift, so there's a new keyboard that looks nice. You can just activate it here, but it was mainly to test the video here. So let's see. Let's try Wolfenstein. See if we can start chronologically. I hope the sound is not too loud. Well, this is small. Yeah, let's try again. Oh, I wanted to show the intro as well. It might be lagging a bit. But yeah, so they have made it pretty well, I think. They show the controls here. I hope the sound isn't too loud. And they have made these pixelated 3D weapons or voxel-like graphics. Let's see if I can do something more about the sound. Here we go. And there are some options. I really like they have made it a virtual reality intro so that you can look around. And there are some 3D effects on this they have made. That's pretty much like the original game. But yeah, then they have made these voxel pixel weapons, but they also have different types. So here's a more realistic version of the gun from the game. The blood effects are pretty bloody actually, but I like it. I prefer controller type movement, and I haven't really figured out what pet the dog is, but I've tried activating it. And yeah, I like the pixelated guns because I think it fits the low-level graphics this game has. But they have improved it in a few ways, like this door is more 3D than it used to be. And also, the wall has some extra 3D effects as well. And then there's the different controls. You can show the HUD, and he has a VR mask on. That's a nice touch. That's the original HUD for the game. And then you can... the guards here hurt me. See, it works pretty well. You can even shoot around corners and such. Can I show the snap turn? Walk on, snap turn. Here we go. But it's 90 degrees and yeah, I don't really like that. So I'll try it as have this sweet ceiling set up for my court, so I can just turn around. And they have made these prison cells more 3D as well. And also, many of the objects in the game has gotten some new effects so that they can be shot. Yeah, I'm good at health. I'm not sure if headshots actually works, but it does seem that sometimes they die in one shot, and other times they do not. Yeah, this game actually got banned in... Oh, I killed the dog. It actually got banned in Germany because of the Nazi symbol. And I think generally depicting Hitler might also be banned from media in Germany. Dog food. Yum yum. Oh yeah, and the tails are 3D as well, and the barrels. I'll just complete this first level. But there's some secrets here. And machine gun. Oh yes. Also nice and pixelated. Feels a bit overpowered here in VR, I think. But then I did just play this level just before making this video. Oh, destructible item. Uh-oh, I'm actually pretty low on ammo. But this should be the exit right here. I did a bit better than last time actually. But yeah, that's Wolfenstein 3D. I think they did a good job with it. It's missing save games, but they have just made it so that you can start every level you want. And that also works pretty well. So next let's try Doom. And there are two versions, which is Brutal Doom and OpenVR Doom. Let's first give Brutal Doom a try. If it'll select. There we go. And yeah, I usually prefer Doom 2. And while I would prefer to play the Brutal Doom game, there are better VR features in the other version of Doom VR. And here we go. Should be sound here, I think. Tactical sprint recall. Might be a bit buggy sometimes. Yeah, I think it crashed. But let's just try again. Wait! It needed to be selected, I guess. Better. And yeah, they did this to make it somewhat 3D, and that's my problem with this game, that it's a bit annoying to play this way. Yeah, it actually says what enemy you're pointing at. That's nice. The chainsaw. And it's really bloody. And for some reason there's this weapon that has such death animations. made the game more realistic in different ways, like, well, the blood obviously, but also the gun, for example, here actually reloads. Oh yeah, and it has smooth turning. That really helps. Nice, I didn't notice this before. Here in Brutal Doom, it's the pistol, for example, has a much higher fire rate, but to get part of the balance is that the enemies also do a lot more damage as well. So you have to dodge a bit more than in the original game. And we should probably also try to get the shotgun and such. If this version even has the shotgun. Or is this a shotgun? Oh yeah! Seems it is. That room became red. Grenades as well. Rest in pieces. Whoops. sounds a bit too close. What is this? Ah, Uzi, I guess. Yep. So yeah, it works pretty well, but I must say I might like the other one a little bit better because... Well, actually mainly because of the guns not looking like this. Isn't there a menu somewhere? Well, I guess we'll just quit it this way. There we go. So that's Brutal Doom, and then we'll try the regular OpenVR Doom. And we'll take the same Doom 2 again, so we can compare. And it has a lot of different settings. I think I have gone through them a bit, but there are a lot of settings for this game. So it should already be set up. And I suspect this needs to be, yeah, selected as well. So now we have these voxel guns like in Wolfenstein 3D, which is pretty nice. And a voxel chainsaw. What do you think it helps with the experience? It seems to lag a bit. Let's see. Yeah, I'm using quite a lot of CPU. Oh well. Let's try. I need to focus the game again. There we go. So this is with pretty much the original Doom settings. Oh, this doesn't hit very well. And the shotgun. I really like how it resembles the original pixelated shotgun in Doom in the same way. So when you look at the weapons from the side, it looks like it would in Doom. Oh wait, I forgot a rocket launcher. does seem to lag a bit since I'm recording. That's annoying. And super shotgun. Whoops. I'm thinking if you're prone to ear sickness, this is probably not a good idea to play it like this. But yeah, I think they did a great job with this, and it shouldn't really lag like this. I'm not sure how much of it is obvious in the video, but I'm pretty sure it can be seen that it lags a bit. And there we go. And then the next game is Quake, which has some nice VR mods as well. Did it run? I don't think so. Here we go. And I'm using this Quake injector, which is for mods in Quake, and it also supports Quake VR, called Quake Spasm. And this makes it possible to run some different mods, and especially isn't it on the list? There we go. Yes, Arcane Dimensions, which is a pretty big mod for Quake that I think it's called Total Conversion mod, that are pretty popular for some of these games. And the others are a lot of custom maps and so on. But mainly I'll just show the regular game. So let's see. Offline mode. Yeah, I'll just run the regular Doom. Still a very high CPU. So, yeah, I had to tweak some settings a bit because usually you don't turn around with you don't even aim with the gun. Actually, you aim with your head, and you have to tweak a bit around, and then it becomes like this. Actually, I don't remember it looking that way, but yeah. So the different difficulties. Oh yeah, and you have the X. That was a fun weapon. Where's the sound? Doesn't seem to be any sound at all. Always run, external music. Uh-oh. Probably good. So this is the settings I set it at. You can also set the world scale, which should actually be what size you have. And yeah, some of the regular VR options that are really nice to have. But I'm not sure what the sound is, why it's not there. Oh wait, maybe I have an idea. Maybe it's that it needs to be selected here. Ah yes. Many of the VR games requires the app you are running to be focused. Let's see. Jump. Ah, that sucks. And I got boiled in lava. I'm pretty sure I'm running. No weapon. Ah, here we have it. Run. And we'll just take the first world, which should be this one. Yes. And oh yeah, I don't usually play this difficulty, so I'm not used to where the enemies are and such. Here we go. And yeah, again, it works like you want a VR shooter to work, I think. So it really renews the experience of playing Quake. Oh yeah, and a thing I forgot to mention about VR Doom and this game is that you can actually save and load these games. Unlike, for some reason, you couldn't do this in Wolfenstein 3D VR. Oh, that's a lot of enemies. Wait. Stop shooting me in the back. I'm not so healthy anymore. Aha. Double-barreled shotgun. Always a nice weapon. Whoops. Nail gun. Whoa, damn. It seems I'll die. That's just how it is, I guess. health honey. Run fast. No, I got bitten by a dog. Oh well. But yeah, that's Quake. And let's see what was the menu. I can actually quit this one. And the last game is Quake 2. And yeah, with the amount of settings they have and so on, I feel they are pretty much at the quality of the Doom 3 VR mod. It even has a demo of this one. Yeah, let's try. And I select night now. It seems strange. Just try here. Here we go. And it had an intro that was very impressive at the time, but not so much anymore. The story is pretty much that there's a war in space against an alien race, and you have found their home planet, I think it is. The Stroke home planet. And there's this major attack wave, the biggest ever or something. And you are one of the ships that are going to attack this homeworld. But something goes wrong, and the whole fleet is pretty much shut down. But you're lucky, and even though because of a mistake actually, and your pod is knocked off course. And that makes you the last survivor of this attack, and you have to take down the alien threat all on your own. Yeah, great graphics. So let's just skip it, I think. Yeah, scrape works. Yeah, and another thing with this game is that your weapon is a bit locked, so you can't just aim however you feel like, or maybe there's a setting for it. The sounds are a bit annoying. Turn it down a bit. There we go. Yeah, this should be better. And they have so many cool death animations sequences in this game. Like often where they just try to get off the last few shots. like these. Whoa! Let's see, there should be a way to... maybe not. You're meant to be able to duck, and if you can't duck, then, well, you've got a problem. Because some of the secrets require you to duck. Oh yeah, grenades. Oh yeah, and this place... Ah, there we go. Requires you to duck. Whoops. Uh-oh. And I died. Let's try loading, since I've played it before. But that should make it a different difficulty. I had put it at Nightmare and I'm not that used to the game. And I just calibrated that satellite dish. And now I have a few more weapons. So there's a shotgun and the machine gun. Whoops! Yeah. I'm not an expert at this game. Whoops. That was lethal. Almost. And something I noticed is that there is a max to when you shoot and there's some recoil and it just stops at a certain location. So if you aim at the top of the recoil, it'll actually just keep hitting. Which is pretty useful. Yeah, I think I actually got stuck here pretty much, uncertain where to go. Almost managed to kill myself. But that was pretty much all I wanted to show. So yeah, it runs pretty great, I think. Although it's a bit annoying that it aims this the way it does. But to be fair, in the other games it did seem a bit overpowered that you could aim the way you could. Secret level, oh well. When you can't find the right exit, I guess you can find a secret one instead.
Computer. Computer. Computer activated.
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh shit. Oh, I hate these. Cyber dogs. I wonder if that's a secret. Ah. I didn't notice there was something like this in this game. Nice. But yeah, I think that's it for this time. I can really recommend these games, so I hope you'll try them as well. I'll try to put some links to all the different mods in the description, but they might not be there at first. I'll just upload it and let it stay there a bit. So, I hope you liked the video. Have a nice day. Bye again.